If your goal in the gym is to have an efficient workout and get the results that you want, regardless of how long you spend in the gym, whether it's 3 hours or 40 minutes, or however long you can just cram into your day if it's jam-packed, the only thing you need to worry about is intensity. And I'm going to explain this to you guys because a lot of people, they work by rep ranges. Like, let's say for example, someone that's training for power would work, like most likely they do 4 to 6 reps, right? Whereas someone in the middle of, like, they want to be functional, they want power, they want also to build muscle, they'd be 6 to 8 reps, right? And then bodybuilders would be 8 to 10 to 12 reps in that rep range, right? The only thing that really matters if you want muscle growth, if you want strength, if you want results, is the fact that you need to be pushing yourself to the limit at the end of each set. So let's say, for example, right, you're going to do a rep range of 8. By the 8th rep, you should barely be getting that rep. That's the intensity that I'm talking about. Like, you should be struggling on the first rep. If you are like, let's say a lot of beginners, I see them in the gym, right? I'm not trying to call anyone out, but this is how most beginners train. Rep 10, done. And they haven't even fucking broken a sweat. And I think it's the biggest waste of time. Yes, they're in the gym, they're trying to get fitter, they're trying to get better, they're trying to improve themselves. I can respect that. That is a motive that I can get behind. But the way they're carrying it out, and I'm not like one to be like, oh, this is stupid, this is ridiculous. It pretty much is ridiculous. Because, like, you're going to the gym, you're there, you found the motivation, you found the discipline to actually come multiple times a week. You've made the big first step. But it's like, let's say me, for example, being like, I want to be a YouTuber. I buy the camera, I buy all the software, I get everything ready, and then I just like post photos on YouTube. Bro, I need to be recording. I need to be doing the meaty stuff to get me the results. And then I need to be editing, and then I need to be posting stuff. Like, if I go to the gym and I'm just like, what's the point if you're going there to not break a sweat, to not struggle, to not get effort? And that's why you see people in these rhythms for very long periods of times, and it's been like 2-3 years you've been going to the same gym and everyone fucking looks the same. It's because they're all training without intensity. If you want to put on muscle, if you want to look better, if you want to progress in the gym, yes, rep ranges matter. Yes, the length of your workouts and the amount of exercises you do in that day matter, but they do not matter as much as the intensity level that needs to be high in your workouts. If you are training at a low intensity level and you don't have a valid reason, like recovery, or you need to like you have like a valid reason, like you're trying to recover from an injury, maybe you're not confident on squats and you're working like on form, that's fine. That's a valid reason, you know. I don't want people to go in there and break their ass and break their fucking lower back because, you know, they've done something stupid. That's not what I'm trying to portray here. What I'm trying to portray is, if you've been training for more than a few months, you know, you're experienced in the exercises now, you know the correct form, you now want to see results for your hard effort, you need to be training at a point where every single set you are almost at failure. And then, like, let's say you want to be a bodybuilder, but you want to also train for power, right? Then it would make more sense to have higher rep ranges, like 8 to 10. If you're working for, like, you just want to be strong, you want to be functional, 6 to 8 reps, right? You know, you can load up the weight more, you don't have to pump out as many reps, you're not fatiguing your muscle as much, you're working more on power and stability, and all the stabilizer muscles are like functioning. So it's like, it's really like building your body for power, because, you know, your body's under more tension, but it's doing less repetitions. Okay, so like your body conditions to that. That's why you get stronger opposed to building more muscle. And when you break down the muscle more, you do more reps, you're breaking the muscle down more, so it builds back more and stronger. So that's the difference in rep ranges, if you guys don't understand that. Regardless, if you are training for power, what's going to give you the best results? If you do 4 sets at like 1, 2, 3, 4, like, and you're just completely fine, or you go like you're fucking struggling on each rep because your body knows it's near its limit. You need to be training near your limit regardless of what goal you want, and that's the point of this video. If you're going to, let's say for example, you want to hit 100 kilos on bench press for 10 reps, You should be training whatever your closest thing is to failure for 10 reps as much as you can. So like that's how you always progress as well. If I'm gonna do 10 reps, let's say I'm trying to hit 100 kilos for 10, right? And I can rep 100 for 6 reps, right? I should be repping 100 for 6 reps every single set. Or let's say, for example, like I do it for 6, the next set I barely just get 6. I know that I cannot get 6 again. Maybe it's time to lower the weight or do a drop set. So I get 5, and then maybe I get someone to spot me to get the 6th, 7th, 8th, drop the set, do 60 kilos, pump it out. That's how you're going to improve, and that's how you're going to get better. You need to be training at a higher intensity. I know this video is just going in loops, so I don't want to like take up too much of your time. But the point is, if you are not training with intensity, you're probably not seeing results. So if you have that pain of not seeing results, try training at a higher intensity. Forget all that bullshit about changing your routine, push, pull legs, this, that, all this. They all fucking work. Yes, some work better than others. I'm not here to say they don't. I've already got videos on which ones I believe that work best and which ones that I believe are bullshit and don't work. But the point is here, train with intensity in whatever you do. If you guys enjoyed this video or you found it valuable, like, subscribe, comment, share it to a friend. And if you guys want to join my Skool community or get private coaching, DM me on Instagram or click the link in the description. One of them is my Instagram link and one of them is my Skool community, and you guys can join my Skool community. Thank you guys for watching.